What is up, guys? In today's video I will be showing you the new Frisk, determined Frisk boss and all the legendaries that and spells that you get from it. So for this I'm just gonna try determined Frisk easy because I'm not trying to take like 20 minutes to do determined Frisk legendary, because believe me, it does take 20 minutes. Alright, so as soon as you load in, you're gonna hear you greeted with this banger music, and you're gonna have to defeat like, I would say around like 5 to 10 waves of these determination deviations and deformation. They're just like little things, like if you played the Caraboss in the old game, they're like those little things. They help Soul Mage a lot because they give you a ton of souls. Okay, so I'm at the boss now. I'm gonna go ahead and walk to it, or it's actually gonna come to me. So determined Frisk uses spells, actual spells from this game. So it's a very tough, difficult boss. I would say determined Frisk easy is easier than Sans legendary. Getting quick right now. Melee, you should definitely do not do it as a melee. I'm only doing it because it's a little bit faster. But this does not work against determined Frisk legendary. She just does way too much damage to even try this strategy. Okay, so I beat her. Now let's get to the showcase. So since right now I have a melee based skill tree, I'll showcase the melee stuff first. So this sword, right, you're probably wondering like, what is this stuff you're wearing? Why does it look so cool? This kind of looks like the DT Excalibur from the old game, but this sword is called the Heartbreaker. These are the stats of a perfected one that I have. This description is determination in physical form. Its blade could cut boulders in half. When paired with Shatter Plate, you become immune to debuffs. And yes, DT Frisk does debuff you, so it is very annoying. So, and this just completely ignores that. And yeah, as you can see, it does a ton of damage. 27 million with a Barracuda Bomb, like 33 million with this Bone Leviathan. The armor I'm using right now is the, where is it? Shatter Plate. These are the stats. Not that. Currently have it at Patient. I could get a better one, but it's fine. I don't really use melee that often. So yeah, and there's one melee spell, Red Overwrite. Harness your will into a powerful overwrite, dealing 32,000% damage. But look at that cooldown, man. That is a lot of cooldown. This also was a legendary from Determined Frisk. Looks like this. Boom. So it does like, what was that? 24 million damage, and you get all of your health as determination. And it does, this thing does 4 million M1. 4 million, 4 million, 6 million, so it does a ton of damage. Now the rest of the stuff is going to be mage based, besides I guess the paladin. I'll show you the paladin thing next. This is the Ego Renegade Cloak. Right now I have it as agitated just for the extra defense. I mean, look at that defense, man. That is a ton of defense. Where is my... And then there's the framed glass. This one's magical, but... And when you use it at its max damage, it does... Oh, well, that was a crit, but it should do about like 15 million, which is honestly really good for a paladin. 16 million, yeah, it's honestly really good for a paladin. The paladin spell that is really insanely good is Counterplay, which also comes from Determined Frisk. Strategize with your allies and taunt the closest enemy in your paladin aura. This enemy gains countered, which means they take double damage from the next attack that they're hit by. So I normally do 16 million, right? I'll use this counter. As you can see, this guy has like a little purple thing. I do that. It does 32 million, and I didn't crit, so it does double damage to the nearest enemy, which would work really well if you're doing like a big hate slash strategy with the soul mage, which I will get into. Alright, now I'm gonna switch over to the mage stuff, so I'm gonna reset my skill tree real quick. Let me just craft a couple of these. So mage, let's go mage skill tree. So first we're gonna put everything. Soul power. Do that. We got willpower. We need this. We don't really need these. This. Just get these. Okay. So now we have mage skill tree. Let's go ahead and put on hate. And the first mage item I will be showcasing is the reincarnation dress. This one is animus, so it's plus 15% magic, plus 20% defense, which is the best one for mage in my opinion, besides corrupted. Let's equip its matching weapon, which is the retry staff. And let's go ahead and equip this reincarnate spell and a gaser blaster and regular blast. Okay, so each M1 has this little thing, beam, that does attack and mage damage, or spell, whatever you want to call it, damage. And as you can see, my souls are going up. I think the max is 66, I believe. Yeah, 66. So yeah, let's check out the stats of these things. So the retry staff, I have it at special 14,722 magic, and reincarnation dress 14,189 magic. Now these are both upgraded fully in magic, so that's just a little thing. And I'm using this trinket, by the way, if you guys are wondering. Papyrus's scarf. Alright, so the M1s again do the same thing as Eventai. They do the little thing, but their hitboxes is like, what? Like, that's what I was saying. I was doing a Sand Legendary with this, and it's like, what is this hitbox? I'm literally shooting through the dummy. But I mean, I guess like what is happening? So, but there's also this spell. Now let's get to this spell. This spell is really important. It's called Reincarnate. Channel yourself. Let me restart. Channel your souls into your next attack and gain 1 vigor for each soul you have. Now, if you don't know what vigor is, the damage of your next attack is increased by 5%. Now, listen to this. The set bonus for having the reincarnation dress and the retry staff, when paired with retry staff, vigor deals an additional 5% extra damage. So technically, I'm doing 660% extra damage. Now that is just insane. So if you look at this, if I do this, that did 800 million damage. That is just insane with the hate slash. So that is what I find broken about. I always start off my DT Frisk Legendaries. I always do this. I put on this trinket quickly because it does soul ability damage plus 100%. I put on that trinket, use this, and I just hate slash, and it does like 1.3 billion around, which is literally insane. So yeah, that Gaster Blaster just did 400 million. That is just like, what even is that? Like, come on. Next set, let's do the, I think this is the last set, right? Looper Pullover and the Pomegranate. So, in this set, when you M1 with the Pomegranate, a random spell just gets used. Like, but the cooldown is like 5 seconds though. Look at that. I'm wanting teacups. Like, what is this game come to? I don't know what that was. But yeah, there's like 8 spells. I'm pretty sure Gaster Blaster Barrage is one of the spells. I don't know what that spell was, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, a lot of spells can be used. Yeah, that was a little heal spell. Anyways, so the stats on this Pomegranate are 14,901 magic, and it's magical. When paired with Looper Pullover, spells may give a free item. And Looper Pullover, 13,950, and it is justified, which means it has 12% magic. So if I use the spell, boom, I just got a CT, which boosts my movement speed. The spell, it healed me. So like, that is like really overpowered. I think wait, is it a chance or was it just M1 big ass or less? Spells may, so it's not always, but I'm pretty sure it's more often than not. I might be wrong about that actually. I haven't got an item in a while. So yeah. Now there are a few more spells. For example, this Firework, which launches a powerful homemade firework that explodes, dealing 14,500% damage. There's bonus damage for each spell on cooldown. So normally it does 41 million when I have this Looper Pullover set on, which I don't really know what Bucket was thinking making this design. Like, I mean, what do you mean? What even is this? I don't know. So let's say, give it a second. Okay, let's say I put all of these spells on cooldown, and then I use this 56 million. So it does extra damage, but I mean, I don't think this spell is worth using, honestly, unless you have it like 5-star and it has like a 20 something second cooldown. That'd be pretty good. There's also this spell, Unsweep, which is literally just Yippee-ki-yay, but it gives you shield and determination. And also heals you. If you're wondering what this spell was when I was using, it's called Feed. It's literally just a way better version of Vampiric Strike. Like if you compare this, Vampiric Strike, it 442 HP healed total, and it only does 800,000 damage. This one, look at that. I mean, how much did that heal? 200, 200, 200, 200, 200, 400, 200. Like it heals so much HP. It literally heals like about like probably 1,500 HP, and mine is 5 stars. But I mean, come on, that is just insane. 2 seconds. This is one of the most broken spells in the game, in my opinion. Though it is hard to land it on a moving, determined Frisk. Are those all the spells? I think they are. Did I? Frisk also gives this determined armor, but it is not really that good. Frisk also gives these like fractured blades and stuff. Anything but the legendaries aren't that good. Now there are some stuff that I don't have. Oh, I forgot to show this trinket. Fire Blood Tincture, Karma damage plus 75%. This only works if you're using like Gas or Blaster Spiral or something. Let's go to Frisk. Now, the only stuff I don't have, I believe, are like this thing, and this thing. Now, I can put them on the screen, but this is the Determination Bugle. This is it. These are the stats. It gives 23 Bard power, which I guess is pretty good, so yeah. This is the notepad. It's also very good because it gives an extra dodge, which is pretty broken, I can't lie. This is the potion-shaped rock, which gives plus 11% paladin aura modifier, which is good if you're a paladin, but I don't really know who mains paladin today in 2026. Thank you guys so much for watching this showcase and basically determined Frisk video. Peace.